Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be doing a my top 5 like go-to must-have desert island holy grail palettes. Like if I had to pick just 5 palettes and I have to give away the rest of my other palettes, these would be the 5 that I'd keep and that would be my babies, and I love them so much and I could never give these up or stop using them. I use them all the time. So these 5 I'm going to show you guys. They're not in no particular order. The last one I'm going to mention, it is my number 1. Like, I can probably just have that one and be totally fine for the rest of my life. That's just how I feel about this palette. I just love it that much. But the rest of the palettes are in no particular order. I love them all equally. And yeah, so let's jump into this. So the first palette is going to be the Morphe and Kathleenlights palette. This is what it looks like. It is beautiful. Like, yeah, it's just the perfect palette. Like, you have a bunch of transition shades. You have the perfect amount of shimmers and the perfect amount of mattes to do a variety of looks. Like, you could do smoky eyes, pop color eyes, like these, you know, champagne color. Like, these are just amazing. How can you not love it? And I love Kathleenlights, so must have. I use it pretty frequent. The next one is going to be the Tarte in Bloom palette from Tarte, and this one I've showed you guys already. This is the one I'm wearing on my eyes today. It is a beautiful palette. Like, this it was hard to choose which is my number 1. But this is an amazing palette. Like, you have a lot of mattes. You have mattes to make, you know, smoky eyes, and just to a simple neutral eye. If you want like a shimmery lid and make it more glam, you can do that with this palette, and that's what I love about it. And this color right here, Rebel, my die-hard fan for this. I'm a die-hard fan for that color. Like, Rebel is my all-time favorite. But yeah, this one I bought it kind of like on a whim. Like, I didn't really know what I wanted, and I had a gift card, and I was like, shit. I mean, I've seen it, people have talked about it, but this is just so like underrated. Like, this is a really good palette, and I like it blends beautifully. I, you know, was able to create this look today, and I just honestly, I love it. So you should get your hands on this Tarte in Bloom. The next one is going to be Makeup Geek with MannyMUA palette. OMGZ. Honestly, this palette speaks levels to me. Like, it brings out a different person when it comes to doing makeup. Like, I would have never thought I would use a color like this, but I've used this color more than any other color in this palette, more than this shimmery, and this is more me. But I love this color. It's like a duochrome, like brown with teal. Like, you see that? That is fucking beautiful. Like, are you kidding? That is the most gorgeous color. And then you have these mattes. They're just so beautiful. Look how pigmented that is. I'll see if I can swatch it. Look at that. Just so pretty, and I love it so much. He did such a good job with this, and the quality of Makeup Geek eyeshadows, at least in this palette, because I don't own any other single shadows, but at least in this palette, I can say that the quality of their eyeshadows are really good. And this palette wasn't even that expensive. Like, and I know their single eyeshadows are like $6 each. So it's like, I mean, come on now. It was just amazing. It's amazing. A lot of people rave about this. I don't know if you can still get it. But if you can, get your hands on it, because it is the best palette. I think so. So my next one, number 2, is a very it takes me back, like, to the beginning of when I started getting into makeup. This is one of the first eyeshadows I've actually, like, eyeshadows, one of the first palettes that I actually like gravitated to, and I was like, this is like calling my name. And till this day, I feel the same way about it. Every time I look at it, it just takes me back to that moment where I just started, you know, getting into makeup, and it was just one of my bigger purchases because these are not cheap. But I'm talking about the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette, and this one, I just love this palette so much. Like, if you see this palette and everything, oops, in all its glory, like, it's right up my alley. It's nothing but browns and, you know, dark burgundies, and then you have your little shimmer shades, and it's just so pretty. My favorite color here is going to be Marzipan and Creme Brulee. Those are my two, like, oh my god. I mean, you can create so many looks. You have this purple right here. You can go with a smoky eye with this brown that you have. Like, this is like a brow highlight. Like, look at that. Look at that. And they're just so pigmented. Like, these palettes, oh my god. It's more than I can say for a lot of their other palettes, but this one is like my favorite. Like, I have the Chocolate Bonbons palette. That's Creme Brulee. So pretty. And it doesn't compare anything. I like that palette, but this one's like my favorite. Like, this takes me home. And it smells so good. Like, it smells so good. And you can actually, I mean, I wouldn't suggest eating it, but if, I don't know if you guys ever tasted it, but I've tasted it because I'm a weirdo. And it tastes like cocoa powder. Like, it tastes good. Not that you want to eat your eyeshadows, but I don't know, I'm weird. Okay, but yes, so this one, the only one I don't ever use in this palette is this one, because it's like a pink. But even that one is like, I don't know, it's just not my color. It's not for my skin tone. But every other color in here has been amazing, and I love this palette so much that I will never let it go. Never. Never. And my last number one palette that I love so much, and it's funny because I just recently got this. I got this palette for Christmas, and I was so happy when I saw this palette that okay, let me just give you a backstory. When this palette first came out, it was a limited edition, and I wanted to get it, but at the time I didn't have the money to, you know, put down on the palette. So I was like, you know, it's either this or, you know, I just couldn't. I had other more important things that I had to take care of at the moment in my life, and so I just couldn't purchase it. But my cousin bought it, and I swatched hers, and I just fell in love with it, and I was like, oh my god, I want it. By the time I decided, and I did have the money to go for it, it was sold out, and I knew it was limited edition, so I was kicking myself in the ass about it. I was like, fuck, why didn't I buy it when I got the chance? Like, I mean, it was just bad timing. And then around Christmas time, this came back. And it came back, I guess they saw like how popular it was and how many people, you know, didn't get the chance to get it the first time around. And they made it a permanent item on their line. And I was just so happy when I saw that, because I'm like, this is the perfect palette that even when I hit pan on most, I want to repurchase this. Like, I want to buy one now in case they want to do something crazy and take it off the shelves again. Like, I don't want to have to go through what I went through, but I'm glad that I have the first one. I got it for Christmas because that was like the #1 thing on my Christmas list. I'm like, this is a must. Like, don't buy me anything else but this. Like, I'd be happy. Like, I don't care. I just want this, or I'll get it for myself. So enough rambling about this palette, but I think you guys all know what I'm talking about. The Modern Renaissance palette from Anasazi Beverly Hills. If you haven't seen this palette, you are living under a rock. I'm gonna just say that, because this is like the palette to like talk about. Like, look at this color scheme that she chose to put in this palette. Like, this was the best thing that has ever hit makeup market, in my opinion. Like, you have all these oranges and reds and browns and, you know, transition colors and shimmers, like these nice little pinks. Like, oh my god, I fucking love this. Let me see if I can swatch it for you. That's like a little like dusty taupey pink It's called Buen Fresco. That's one of my favorite colors. Another one that I like is Vermeer and Relger. Let me swatch these two for you. Look at that. The Relger and Vermeer. Oh my god, they're so pretty. So pretty. Like, everything about this palette is, it screams me. Like, I love warm tone colors. Like, everything is warm, and you can create so many looks. Like, you can create a very, you know, dramatic red, orange, like sunset eye, or you can go, you know, very simple with the pop of color underneath your eye. Like, there's just so many things you can do with this, and this is just like I can use this every day of my life. Like, for simple looks, for dramatic looks, for glam looks, I can do this. This is my, like, go-to number one that I will kill someone for. I just really would. Hope you guys found this informational. I know that I talk a lot and I have a lot of stories. So if you guys just want me to shut the fuck up, let me know. I will do so. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and let me know down below any videos that you guys want me to do, any makeup looks, any makeup challenges. Like, throw it at me and your girl got you. I want to know what you guys want so that I can entertain you and keep you wanting more. Because I'm weird. I mean, why wouldn't you want more? Right? Alright, I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a blessed day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.